For the third straight year, the Central A&M girls basketball season will end at Redbird Arena. Friday afternoon, the Central A&M Raiders battled the Indian Creek Timberwolves in the IHSA Class 1A state semifinals. The starting five are Ryan Dooley, Mikah Maples, Emma Meyer, Abigail Hilton, and Olivia Jordan set the stage for what's hopefully a back-to-back title weekend. But especially early, A&M looked nothing at all like defending champions. It took over 2 minutes for anyone to score, with Indian Creek striking twice before Ryan Dooley finally ends the drought. Goes left hand, little pull-up jumper from 16, and got it, and the Raiders are going to score today. Down 4-2. But Michaela Van answered Dooley with the Wolves' first tray, pushing them on top 7-2. Another 90 seconds of empty possessions before two Mikah Maples free throws. Then it's this Madison Russell three. Madison, not Addison Russell. Another 70 seconds until this Emma Meyer miss. Shelby Daly would get the board, then lob it back to Meyer, who goes baseline for the layup. This made it 10-6, and then eventually 11-6 was the Indian Creek lead after the first quarter. Second quarter, good time for a nap. There's a free throw and a layup, both from the Timberwolves, which preceded this Van triple. And suddenly, Indian Creek had pushed ahead 17-6 with 4:10 left in the second quarter. A&M's only 4 points in the second came via two Meyer free throws and this Ryan Dooley scoop getting to the rack. The Raiders would trail at halftime 18-10, down at the half for the first time since Coach Dooley believes was last year's state title game. Hey, you can take the boy off TV, but you can't take the TV out of the boy. Zach Kirker, sideline reporting for the IHSA all weekend. On to the second half, A&M searching for energy. A couple free throws each way gives you Mikah Maples at the top of the key, and she's going right down the right side of it and finishing strong. You know her dad likes it, almost as much as he likes that walking taco. 3 straight turnovers from IC lead to 3 fouls, and 4 of the 6 free throws converted, including Emma Meyer hitting 2. Raiders down 2. 2 minutes later, Mika goes baseline. We are tied at 20. After 2 Wolves free throws, Dooley drops to Terrence Sams. Sams will find Mika. Mika, power move to the weak side in the lane, off the glass, got it. That leads to a 24-24 tie at the end of the third. Hey, state champ from last year, Morgan Damry. All right, fourth quarter. Maples goes to Dooley, right back to Maples, goes all the way down the lane, just gets one in the air, finds the back iron, and falls through. Raiders ahead 26-24. After a Mika free throw and 2 Van layups push the Wolves ahead 28-27, Olivia Jordan answers. Her only field goal of the night. Gets a feed from Ryan Dooley and a screen from Mikah Maples for the pull-up. Later she said, "We work on it all the time. I just had to take the shot." Raiders back on top, 29-28, 2:41 left. Maples would hit 2 free throws, setting up Madison Russell for #Hero Watch. Splash. Tied at 31, 1 minute left. But Ryan Dooley right back to work down the left side of the lane and draws a foul. She makes 1. The Wolves miss a 3 and got the rebound. Now they're coming out of a timeout and down 1, and this happens. Watch Mikah Maples, right in the middle of the lane. Intercepted. She said later she just read their eyes, saw it coming, picked it off, and draws a foul. She would make the first, but then on the second, track Olivia Jordan. In position, got a piece of it, had it knocked away, out of bounds, off Indian Creek, get amped up. The Raiders have it back with only 8 seconds left. Maples would get fouled again and again make 1 of 2, and the Raiders would have a 3-point lead. Georgie Spargrove has lost none of her spirit. Last chance. Van fires away to tie it. Short. The Central A&M Raiders are going back to the state championship game for the 2nd year in a row. A surviving 34-31 victory over Indian Creek, where they advanced to Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock, for a rematch of last year's state title against a much bigger and stronger Hardin Calhoun. And all the postgame talk about senior Mikah Maples with 20 points.
She's a monster. I'm telling you, if she was 6 foot, I'd have Illinois and Carbondale and ISU. Look, she's a monster. And she gave a talk, like we alluded to it in the press conference, but she gave a talk to the girls that were walking out of the tunnel onto the court. And I just looked at Coach Rourke and Coach Garner and Coach Bird and said, that's all I needed to hear. I thought we stood around and watched in the first half, and I thought in the second half we went in and said, let's pound it into Mika and get the big girl in foul trouble, and I thought we did that. We got a little momentum, and you could sense the tide turning, and we had a good run there in the third quarter. But I mean, again, we had one simple plan, and that was to get the ball to Mika in the second half, and we did.
Mika really took it to the next level today. Normally she's a little, she's quieter, but she's hard on herself, and today she pulled us aside at halftime. She was like, this is my senior year. I'm not here to lose. get it together, let's go. And it was like, whoa.
Yeah, we're gonna take a swing and hope we land it, and come out swinging and just have fun, and we'll see what happens. But we've done it before; we can do it again.